Thank you for the congratulations. Well, it's pretty quiet off season in the beginning. Um, Pretty normal, and then got the call from Rick, got non-tendered, and there was some interest, and I just knew coming back to the Sox that there's a chance to win, and of course our team is very, very talented, and it was kind of almost a no-brainer decision to not come back here.
WBZ show raced out.
Hi, Carlos. Nice to see you. Congratulations. Carlos, you've dealt with injuries throughout. Where are you at physically, and how taxing has that been to you emotionally to be dealing with that?
Physically, I feel at 100%, just building up to get ready to pitch and be ready for the season. As far as injuries, you guys know I've been through two major surgeries now, I guess, or well, one major surgery and one shoulder debridement, but it's been up and down. And I'm just trying to look forward and be ready for hopefully have a healthy season. It's been about 4 years, I think.
What have they told you as what do the White Sox tell you as far as what they expect out of you, and what do you expect out of yourself?
Just be prepared to pitch and show up every day. I mean, just this time be healthy.
NBC Sports Chicago, Chuck Garfine.
Hey, Carlos, great to see you. Wanted to ask you about Ethan Katz. You have a new pitching coach. What kind of effect has Katz had on you so far working with him?
I started talking to Katz in the off season, and we've been working on various things already, and seeing some results, and I just having a path and just having a plan every day and have something I work on, whether it's mechanically or mentally, and it's been really good.
Chicago Tribune, Paul Sullivan.
Hey, Carlos, congrats on the baby.
Thank you.
When you came back, we didn't get to see much of you, but you did have the velocity back, it seemed like. Does that pretty much prove to you that you are back to where you used to be?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to have the velocity back. It seems like I just need more touches. I just need to get on the mound and face hitters, throw more pitches. It's kind of a small sample size last year with coming back and having a little setback and getting back on the mound to get in a postseason push. It was, it was challenging, but like once again, any competitor's up for any challenge. So it was still fun, man. Still fun to be a part of.
ESPN Chicago, Connor McKnight.
Hey, Carlos. Ethan has been described as a pretty hands-on pitching coach. I think Lucas has mentioned that specifically. Do you feel that way? And is there an example of him having been hands-on with you? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I think he is. We work on some early work stuff almost every day. So I mean I see him. Obviously, we see him every day, but I tend to get some one-on-one time doing some mechanical stuff early on in the day just to get that transition into the mound. And yeah, I would say he is hands-on.
Chicago Sun-Times, Daryl Van Schouwen.
Hey, Carlos, how much interest was there outside of the White Sox? And what about just having a kind of a fresh start with a new pitching coach? Are you seeing some value in that, some good in that? Just have a fresh voice and maybe just a different new perspective.
Yeah, there was various interest. Quite a few teams called, and I had some options, but Chicago's kind of like home, and it'd be hard to leave. As far as our new pitching coach Ethan, I mean, he's been great thus far, and it is refreshing. And nothing against Don Cooper. Don Cooper was great, man. It was a pleasure to have him for as long as we had him. Truly a White Sox legend, if you think about it, right, with all the arms that have come through here. But yeah, it was little different pace, different feel, but it's for the better.
James.
Carlos, if you had a chance, or when you're talking about coming back to the White Sox, to get an idea of what role you'd be fitting in, obviously been a starter, 99% of your career, but you worked a little relief last season. Are you coming into camp with the idea of you're fighting for a spot in the rotation?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we agreed upon the contract, it was to come into camp as a starter, and that's what showing up, working towards.
6-7 score, Bruce Levine. Go ahead, Bruce.
Carlos, good to see you. Congrats to you and your family on the baby.
Thank you.
For the past 4 or 5 years, as a media people, we've only been able to talk to you mostly about recovery as far as injuries. I could tell it was trying for you many times, just to keep the conversation going. How much have you leaned on the mental edge and the sports psychology side of what's offered by MLB and the White Sox to get by some of this stuff?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like most of our talks are almost always like, hey, when are you coming back? How's your buildup? What's the rehab like? And it does get monotonous and old. And, you guys are trying to do your job, and I just want to answer those questions for you. Although some days, you could feel my frustration, and I'm sorry for that. But, yeah, we have I guess you could say a sports psych here that we all get along with, and I've leaned on him a little bit, and we've talked about various things. But I mean, it's even though this is just a sport and it's a game, it's been a test of adversity, and it seems like I'm still on that test and still trying to get through it. But the only thing I can look to is the day ahead. And that's kind of how, I know it's so cliche and you hear this every time, but that's the only way to get through these things.
As a follow-up, I know Scott was talking to the Cubs about you going over there. Did it ever get to the point where you envisioned possibly pitching on the north side, and possibility it could happen?
There was some talk, but not much. As far as envisioning it, not really, because I've been in the south side for so long, it'd be hard to go to the north side, I guess.
Chuck?
Hey, Carlos, you see the arms, you see the talent there, and you've been there a long time, and I'm assuming you realize how the talent has just gotten better and better. How much do you want to be a part of this, and a part of something special, because the team has had one winning record since you've been there, and now it's on the cusp of maybe something great, and you can play a big role in that. What would that be like for you?
Yeah, I was in the middle of that, the beginning and the middle of that rebuild. Sometimes pitching, sometimes not. But I know what it's like to lose, and it's not fun at all. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to come back here, man. I wanted to come back and win and be a part of it and actually contribute. Because I contributed to the losing side, I want to contribute to the winning side now. And it's a special group. You guys know that. A lot of young arms, a lot of young bats, and a very young team. Now we've mixed in some veterans, and we have pieces that I think this team can come together and has a very, very good chance at winning a championship.
James?
How optimistic are you about your game right now, given that the velo came back last season? I mean, you've had some success, when you didn't have your best fastball, to be back in the upper 90s you were at the end of last year, even when the results weren't there. What does that make you feel about what you can do going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's there. I know it's in the arm. It's just now it's time to go do it. Just want to get on the mound and face hitters and show that I can still pitch.